Alright.
This is day 2.
Yeah, this is day 2 on the planet.
Okay, my system strain goes down by 1.
Also,
And my PP
Elijah,
goes back to
Zide, like,
48.
Zai shoots you a message like, wow, that's really... First of all, that is an insane amount of PP. But
Actually,
Zai
it's
sends you a
55
message...
because I didn't, yeah.
Okay. he sends you a message like, when do you want me to... Like, when would you like me to visit you? Just something like that.
She sends you her address, and then just like, and the message after it is whenever you want to. I've got almost free time.
So, we can do that now or later, Liam, I don't mind.
Sure, yeah, do that now.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think just the second day Zai heads over. And he's just, like, out of his element. Well, he's a noble.
Well, you could
he's from
bring
a rich
Mary. I
background.
mean, she doesn't have much to do either, but...
Yeah, I mean, sure. Mary comes along. We're hanging out. Like, you're living with me. Oh, God, you're living with me, so... Well, I'm living with you.
No, you're
That's the
living
one.
with me.
Yeah, I'm living with you.
Elijah's living alone with a dog.
Yeah, God, the things that you probably do with that dog.
Nothing else. I'm making it the happiest dog in the
It's
world.
like...
Rock passes out on the floor.
Yeah, so Zai and Mary show up to this massive estate. And Zai's just like is there a bell or something? He just like dings the bell.
Well, it's a massive, like, it'll be like a 500-story fucking like hotel basically. She's gone
Yeah.
to. She has the
He just,
top
like,
floor.
He dings the bell and is just like, hello?
Probably the butler of this. So Liam,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get that English accent out.
Yeah.
I mean, his normal accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
is,
Mary's like... she's like, right, we're here to see Elijah Dane. She has a room, apparently.
Of course. Let me get in contact with Miss Dane and I'll be in touch. And yeah, like you literally left standing there. You get a comm in your room, like you get the beeping light in your room.
Yo.
Miss Dane, there are people here to see you.
Alright, send them up.
I think Zai just looks at Mary and he's like, your girlfriend's rich.
Goes back. Like the door like unlocks. It says literally, like I said, the like stereotypical English butler. He walks up. Come on through. Miss Dane is in the penthouse suite. Like gestures you to go to the elevators, the bank of elevators.
Probably
All
like a
right.
10-minute ride.
We head over. Yeah, and it was like, how long is that elevator ride?
It's a while.
Like, so, like, I
Couple
think, like, a
minutes.
minute, 2 minutes...
Do you hear
2
the
minutes
elevator
in-
music? Do.
Yeah.
two
Elevator
minutes,
music, of
and
course.
Zai just, like, looks over to Mary, like, really rich. And then, like 10 minutes later, he's like, really, really rich. And it's just like, that.
She's an officer. Come on.
And then,
She's
like,
wasting
an
all
hour
her
later,
money
it's
on
just
the
like,
freaking penthouse just
shit,
to
it's
show
not-
off.
It's not the officer, it's the psychic bit.
Yeah, true.
so I guess we eventually arrive, and then
Yeah.
walk in.
Now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, well, it's a
There's a
penthouse
door.
suite, so it's literally like you open up and there's a hallway, and then
Yeah.
there's
A single
Yeah,
door.
so
a single
Zai
door.
just walks in, and, like, the first step he takes, he just, like, projects, like, this, like, through his speaker, like, a stereotypical knocking sound. Like, on
Sure.
a wooden door.
What's everyone wearing? You're wearing your suit, obviously. What's Mary wearing? Is she finally out of
Mary's
the fire
wearing a
armor?
uniform.
Yeah, so private, yeah. So
Yeah.
when you knock on the door, you probably hear like a really like high pitched yapping sound.
yeah, absolutely.
So, like, it zooms in, like, on Zai's, like, actual face. And it goes through the mask, and it's just, like, the look of horror. And it's just like, oh god, not another one. They don't have these kinds of things on his planets.
You probably hear like Triple T back that way. And she opens the door and she's like, her hair's like she hasn't got like her glasses, her like little goggle things on. She's just wearing a silk robe that is closed. Like it's like just a full silk, like purple silk robe.
Yeah,
like,
Zai
"Hi,
looks
guys,
at
how's it going?"
Mary.
I didn't know you've got Mary.
Zai just looks at Mary, and like a 16-bit like face just appears, and it's just like its eyebrows raise.
Hi, Elijah. What's with the penthouse suite?
I wanted somewhere nice to stay. First time in my life I've ever had folk with money.
Oh, I suppose.
You said
Yeah,
you
come
had.
in.
You
And there's probably
wanted-
Mary,
Well-
there's probably a dog like around your like ankles. Little husky.
What's with the dog?
I bought a dog. I wanted a dog. I've always wanted a
I
pet.
mean,
Hmm.
like so as we enter Zai, like his helmet comes down and his
Yeah.
like face is
Right.
free, and he's just looking around and he's just like,
Well, at
This
least you
reminds me
managed
of
to avoid the
home.
paparazzi.
What did you say, Zai?
like he's just like impressed. Like this reminds me of home. Like he's impressed by the this
Like,
is probably
how
the
nice it
first time
is.
you guys have seen Zai actually impressed by something a human's made. Besides
Yeah.
maybe the AI, but like even then he's be kind of shitty to the AI, like their
Uh,
capabilities. Like he's
Like,
impressed.
Yeah, she just says, "Yeah, it's pretty fucking nice, isn't it? We've got like 2 bedrooms. We don't need the fucking one. It's great."
Mary's gonna check the windows.
Okay,
And she's
it's on
gonna
bed.
see if there's like a spy, because there's always something like an Atmo flyer or some nasty shit. So she just closes the windows, and you know,
Oh, when the curtains will be closed.
yeah, all the curtains. She's gonna make sure.
Yeah, they're all closed.
All right.
Can't have the dog jump out the window for Christ's sake.
Eh,
But yeah, like, so what do you say? Like, Zai, she's just like watching you.
So you said you wanted me to visit before I left. I'm still here for
Oh,
another
yeah,
week
I have
until
something for
Mary
you. I got
flies.
it for you.
But okay, yep.
I
What?
guess she like goes off
he's
into the
visibly
bedroom.
nervous. He is visibly nervous.
Then she comes back with like basically like like I said, the 3200 equivalent of like a 12 terabyte memory stick.
Oh. I'm imagining it like, okay, and he just looks at it. He's like, thank you.
This is.
It's
I
full
wanted
of
to give you this because
newspapers
this
and
is an
logos.
example of what humanity can be.
It's literally
A
full of
storage
nothing but weird
device?
photos of Elijah.
No, this is
he-
what
I-
this is what humanity can be if you look through this. It's
He
Oh, God
hands it-
almighty.
he puts his hand
God.
out to take it from you.
Yeah, I give it to you, and she says, "It's an old show. It's a show called Star Trek: The Next Generation."
Oh my god! Thank fucking god. Yes. Yes. Holy
she gives
shit,
you
yes.
she gives you a disc basically with every single episode and movie of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh my god. So Zai plugs it
Inc-
in, so it's like he would have ports all over his suit, so he just plugs it into one, and he's silent for about like 5 minutes, and then he just like
I think
like,
you
comes
broke
back to
him.
reality. He's just kind of like standing there for like maybe 10 minutes, just like, thank you, Elijah. This is incredible. This is what you thought space travel was like.
Yeah, 1,200 years ago. Yeah.
This is incredible. Thank you so much. And he goes to hug you.
Yeah, she hugs him. Be very careful about
And
the rope.
yeah. oh god, yeah. So he's just like marveling about like how like this is an incredible historic like stuff like because he is interested in human culture and shit. So like this is awesome for him.
Yeah,
He's
like
just
you said,
marveling over it.
she says like, what this is what humanity could be and can be. The way they think about things is what we should be thinking about.
He's nodding. I will study this methodically. Thank you so much. It's a
She
good.
says,
I think it's not
"You
the
like
original
data."
series. The one was sorry, what?
And she says, "You like the character Data, I think."
Data?
Mm. You like him.
I will take your word for it.
Yeah,
I'm just like
that's,
imagining like Zai watched that one scene between him and Data and Card when there's like that hearing to like decide
defense.
whether Data's property or not.
alive.
Yeah, and like I
Yeah.
was just he's gonna love that scene so much.
Yep.
Oh,
Especially
this is,
like,
it's the
there's,
best
like I say,
thing you
there's a
could've
scene. There's a
put
scene
on
in the
it.
film First Contact as well. The films are on there as well. Um,
This is
she's-
important
there's a
to
scene
know.
in the film First Contact where Picard explains to like the human from 2700 that like they've evolved past like war and shit.
Yeah.
And,
This is
and
what
money
Zai
as well.
went like Session 0. This is what Zai thought humanity could be, or like this is what he envisioned for them.
Yeah, they
Like-
they still fight, but they don't need to. They do it
Yeah.
because they defend stuff rather than just being in.
Mhm. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
think Zai just hangs out, like Zai and Mary, or if Mary stays, he just like hangs out with you for the rest of the day.
She doesn't get dressed.
No, Mary's gonna pet the dog and be like, "So, how is he gonna follow us on the ship?
Yes.
Are you breeding like an attack dog?"
Good idea.
You gave her an idea. It's not a good thing. I think that's all Zai wants to do besides the goodbye a week from now.
Hmm. I think you've got something, Liam, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's that, sorry?
I think you got something, haven't you, that you want us to do?
Yeah. So
Because that'll happen, then Elijah will try and do her thing.
yeah, sure. So there, like the show shows basically the UNN like headquarters, right? The main like building which most of the command operate out of. Like this is where everything really gets done. And yeah, we see like people in uniform like moving in and out of the doors, like walking in and through. And we see like the captain speaking to like the admiral. She's in the full the same like dress uniform that you would have seen her in like the first episode when she like first introduced you to the ship. The grey kind of grey blue like dress uniform.
Yeah.
She's in that. She's talking to the admiral. And we jump into the conversation where the admiral is saying, "You need someone to replace Mr. Zai. I understand he's been reassigned by his government." And she says, I agree. She kind of shrugs. I'm assuming you have someone in mind. You normally have a plan for this sort of situation. The admiral like shrugs. She says, I always do. She says, your new crew member will meet you by your ship in a number of hours. I would not delay, Saren. The captain like nods, salutes, turns away and walks out. And yeah, there's a couple of hours later, we see the captain like standing up like the same like facility where the ship stopped. And we see like another woman like walking towards the captain. Do you want to describe what she looks like, Matt?
Yeah. So is the captain like looking at her?
Yeah, the captain's like looking around.
Okay, so yeah, like I guess so. Like, the camera pans down and like it's like this middle-aged Japanese, well, like half Japanese, half like European woman. She's wearing like, so imagine like a kimono, like sorry, not a kimono, like is it like the Japanese like traditional like garb?
Camino. Oh,
yeah.
Camino.
It is a kimono. Okay, I thought that was a Star Wars planet.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Fucking Star Wars. So it's
It's
like
kimono,
that.
that's why.
Yeah, kimono.
Sorry,
It.
kimono. It's a kimono.
Yeah,
it's like-
KIMONO.
It's like being retrofitted for like combat, and it's like it's like modernized.
I
It
don't
looks-
think that's possible because those things were made out of silk.
Yeah, it looks fucking weird, but it's like
Also dress.
it's like modernized kimono kind of thing. And like at
Are
her
you a
hilt, there's like
samurai?
this there's a katana at her hilt.
Fucking
And
samurai.
and she's like she's just for the character description, I'll just run through this quickly. She's 5'6", 63 kgs. Got short, dark brown hair, and it's like in a bun. It's in a bun, like on top of her head, and her
fucking
eyes are like light blue. And she walks up to the captain, like walking to the captain. Is the captain like on a ramp or something?
She'd probably like she would have been seated at like one of the waiting kind of rooms. But
Yeah,
when you
okay.
get like closer, we see her like stand out and like almost like tilt her head like curiously, like looking at you.
Yeah, and like so she's like, Jesus, Laura, I've heard of a midlife crisis, but you look younger than when I met you.
Yeah. The captain smiles.
Ah.
She says, can't fucking remember. She says, I wish I could say the same to you, Kinsley. It's been a while.
Been too long.
It has. And she like,
18
hey,
years now?
do you have the bottle, like, the bottle is visible, or is that like,
No.
okay, cool.
Not yet. Like,
Alright.
like there's a luggage, like
Yeah,
a,
yeah, of
a
course.
weirdy luggage thing behind me. Like it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Probably 2.
Yeah, so, she nods, she says, yeah, it was 18 years.
How are you doing? We haven't. Contact's been limited. I worried, but I've heard rumors. Beta 6 is Jesus.
We do the missions fleet doesn't. It's our job.
She nods like, yeah, I've. The rumors have gotten out.
Are you wearing like your uniform, like military uniform, or are you wearing? Like, do you have ranking insignia
yeah.
on your clothing at
Yeah,
all?
so I think it would like she would have like a field uniform, which would be like essentially the same thing, but without like anything connecting her
Yeah.
to the UNN, and then there would be like a kimono thing. I don't know. It looks fucking weird, but with
Yeah.
like visible ranking, like not standard, but she's got it.
Yeah, she like
and that would have her ranks on it and stuff.
the captain like nods to you, says, shakes her head. You always were unconventional. And she takes on like a
She
puzzled
shrugs.
look. She says, last I heard, that rank was a lot higher.
Yeah, she shrugs and she's like, they ain't gonna let a lieutenant general fight on the front lines. I had her request demotion. You know me. I was never cut up for command like you were.
She smiles. She says, I was always surprised you took that path.
Sorry, you cut out there.
She says, she like the captain like Saren smiles and says, I was always surprised you took that path.
She shrugs. I spent my time in the field. I thought I was done, but this war is not ending. I've heard the stories about what you're doing. I thought I'd get my hands back in the action. I can't in good conscience send troops out there to fight, die for me while I'm sitting in a command ship, drinking tea and sake.
She
Yeah, she shrugs again.
yeah. The captain says, let me show you around. And like nods to the ship. At this point, like you notice the thing that everyone else noticed the first time on this. Like this is a relatively big ship. Like you expect there to be a full complement on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she leads you on board and starts like showing you
She,
around.
like idly mentions like, is it true that you have an AI?
BB probably like appears. Says, it is indeed. Welcome to Beta 6.
I never thought I'd meet one of you.
Suddenly, BB goes rogue and kills her.
He says, top level AI are a highly restricted resource. It's not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Sure. Just looks at the captain and like raises an eyebrow. Where's the rest of the crew?
On shore leave. You'll meet them soon.
True about the boogeyman?
The boogeyman.
I've heard rumors about a, I don't know, like cyborg alien. Rumors get out. The
She
people
smiles.
on what was the first planet we visited?
Fuck if I remember.
She mentioned.
Do you mean
The second
do you
one?
mean the
first
one we
mission.
started on, or
The first mission?
It was. Guero 504 Nandita.
Yeah, that's right.
Mandita.
Nandita.
Yeah,
Okay, she's
No,
like
Nandita's the hex. The
Yeah, it's
is,
Guero.
Guero.
was the planet.
what's the planet?
Sorry.
Guerra.
Guero.
Guero.
Yes.
She's like, thank you. She's like, Guero. She says the Guero, the first mission you took under, there was a engineering crew. They reported that they talked to a alien. One of yours, apparently. I thought it was ridiculous. We pushed the Vex out years ago.
She shrugs. She says,
Thought I'd check if it was true.
rumors do seem to fly. You'll meet your fair share of how to put this, unconventional things as part of this squad.
When you say that, you just cut to Zai having food from his weird thing.
We'll meet him.
Yeah, she's like, thank God. I've been in the conventional structure for way too long now.
So the captain like stops moving, but she's like in the middle of the corridor. No, it doesn't turn to face you. Says, Lee. And I don't want this to sound. Well, fuck. It's gonna sound like this anyway. Are you still good to be on the front lines? I can't put people in this position if they're not going to be able to. She shrugs. Hold their own. No offense. I need to know.
Yeah, she's like, she smiles. Yeah, I might not have your looks anymore, Captain. Sorry, no, she says Laura. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get out
Yeah.
of that habit. I might not have your looks anymore, Laura, but I can still hold my own. Care for a spa?
It's like tilts her head.
You think you still got what it takes to take me on?
Did you remember the last time she had a spa?
She like grimaces almost. She says, "Better than I ever was."
Well, I don't believe those are just cosmetics. I would like to see what you're capable of.
Maybe another time. First,
She just smiles.
yeah. Yeah, the captain like continues showing around. Like gets like the officers' quarters. The officers like mess. She says, most of the crew hang out here. It's the only place on board this ship where our complement can not feel kind of lost.
It probably still fucking stinks.
She's like,
she
she looks at
Vincent essentially claimed as his
just
lord.
the alcohol stains, and she's just like looking.
Oh,
around.
the shot glasses are
Like-
absolutely still there. The shot glasses haven't been
Yeah,
moved.
she's
There's like a
just
ton of
looking
empty shot
at it,
glasses.
and
on
she's
the
just
thing.
like,
Vincent still has
looks-
that area he claimed like during the first few days of the ship in the corner.
like, she just looks at the captain, and she's like, "I see you run as tight as ship boys have."
She smiles. After what we do, the crew need time to decompress.
Jesus, don't I know it? I'm taking it by you referring to the entire crew hanging out here. The rumors about a ghost ship are accurate?
Very. BB runs the day-to-day running of the ship. The rest of the crew were unnecessary.
She's the UNN really does like to show their money.
We do what we can. I don't
We
think Fleet
do.
were happy about it, but they don't get much of a say anymore. Not in what we do. So the thing is, like, you probably worked for Fleet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she, and I don't know like if you'd know this or like know this like exactly, but like yeah, she doesn't work for Fleet anymore. Like it was obvious when you saw her because her
like-
uniform has all the like intelligence patches on her. But yeah, like
Yeah, so there was a period of like I just let me check how long it was, but like 5 years where she was working for like the secretive side of the UNN.
Yeah.
Though that was back in her 30s.
Yeah.
Like a decade, like and a half ago. But I think majority ever since she got her first command, she's been probably working with fleet.
Yeah.
And before that, it would have been like infantry based, I guess.
Yeah.
I posted on the character description things.
Yeah.
Just like what you guys would know about her.
Sure. All right. So yeah, the
yeah, but like, oh, sorry, go on.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I was just like as things I guess start to wrap up, she just she reaches into one of her bags and pulls out a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Get to share a glass with an old friend.
I don't. Well, I think I can make an exception. And yeah, she grabs a couple of glasses from above the officer's bar.
Sure.
The only clean ones left.
Yeah.
Wine glasses.
Yeah. Puts them down.
And I guess they just reminisce, I guess.
Yeah. So the captain the Siren takes a sip. She says what? I guess I stopped myself looking. I could have checked the files at any point in time. What happened to Theta Black after I left?
She looks down. Erickson got out. Coulson died shortly after you left. He was replaced. Then she was replaced. Then he was replaced. That went on for a year or two. I don't know what happened after I left. I think Erickson got his own command.
He was a good kid.
Your
She takes another
replacement
drink.
survived.
Alright. Yeah, she takes another drink.
I think as she was she idly rubs her left shoulder.
Yeah. Injury. Yeah.
No, the tattoo. Memories.
Yeah. The captain nods. Moves her hands to there as well. She's her uniform's still long sleeve, so you still haven't seen any of any of her.
Yeah, so I
arms
mean
or
hers
anything.
and his as well.
Yeah. She says, I bet you have some questions. I can tell you some of them. A lot of it's classified.
Yeah, there's time for that later. It's been years, Laura. Let's just catch up.
She nods.
Nothing classified just yet. That can come tomorrow.
Right. Right. And yeah, I guess you guys just sit and drink for a while.
Just talk, yeah.
I hope you go on a fucking. You just look around the ship and get to Medbay. See the
Really
fucking
hope-
what's in there.
I really hope I don't.
Alright.
It looks like a fucking armory now, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, cool. So, Elijah,
Yo.
was there stuff you wanted to do? Said?
I want to find the most the one that I can go to, whether it be a psychic academy or whatever. I need to find the most advanced science and pre-tech laboratory.
Okay.
/ workshop.
Yeah, there'd be one on planet that you could get to. Probably a private contractor for the UNN.
Yeah, I want to go there, and I want to ask if I can use their facilities, possibly even some of their scientists / workers.
Yeah, you wave your UNN, I'm a big shot, fucking move out of my way.
Yeah. Now new rank.
Yeah, a card, and yeah, if anyone tries to stop you, you're captain,
Whoa.
and she yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what I want to do, because we talked about this before.
Yeah, I think I know.
And I want to dismantle the Velrun technology gun I have.
Yeah.
I want to dismantle the entire thing, and I'm only focusing on keeping and studying the omnipresence tech of it.
Yeah. So the pistol, like
It-
the sidearm
Yes,
you have.
yeah, the thermal pistol that I have. I just want to like isolate the omnipresence detector, study it, and replicate it basically.
Sure. Okay.
And I believe we said it was a science and a tech pre-tech role,
Yes.
because I have
Go
leveled them up as well.
go for it. Give me them rolls.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 8 will do. Come on, science.
Okay,
12.
cool.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, you break down this like
Gun.
this gun. Like you isolate the like part of it, which is basically giving the transform ability. And yeah, you like you think you might be able to do some like replication of it. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Though. Like it's something that you'd like what you've worked out here. Like you give that to like a team of people, and they'd be like, "Cool, we'll work on this for the next like 4 months." And
Yeah,
figure that shit out.
whenever you got prototypes, I'd like them sent to the ship. And then I give like, then again, I guess I give them like my contact, the captain's contact, and
Yeah.
contact for the ship as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna need these.
Yeah, so that happens. They're like as soon as they kind of like see what you're doing, like you had a bit of a crowd like watching you do this.
Yeah.
And like as soon as they kind of like figure out what this actually is, like there's like a nice like murmur, like they're like starting plans, like yeah, they're excited about this. This is
Like all
working
the other
on it.
bits of tech as well that I pulled off the gun,
Yeah.
I basically put back into my backpack. I don't give them any of it.
Yeah, cool.
But I just give them the omnipresence
Yep.
part.
Alright.
Fuck. Oh, I guess actually I also go trying to find. I want to check up on my requisition about the cyberware
Yep.
thing I want installed in my medical lab.
Yep. Yeah, so
That'd be also something I want to.
yeah, you can
look up.
you can just get that done.
Apart from the fact that it's broken, it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I know that.
Because we rolled for that, didn't we? We've already rolled.
Yeah, and I rolled it's 50% chance to break in, needs fixing.
Yeah, cool.
So at that point, I would also have like I would ring Zai up to help me with that if you agree with it.
Yeah, like you have like a week on planet. You two can work on it and get it done. You don't have to make rolls for that because
Okay, cool.
yeah. You can just get that done.
Because I guess I'd probably do that on ship as well.
Yeah, like it gets all installed and you work on that from there.
Hmm.
Okay.
Slowly turning my the med bay into a fucking laboratory.
So yeah, when you like, so you come back to the ship to like see it all installed. You've like, I'm assuming you've informed the captain of what's being like installed in the ship.
Oh, she knows because
Yeah.
I had to go over the requisitions
Yeah.
anyway.
But you've informed her that okay, this is getting installed now. Like this is what's happening. Cool.
Right,
Yeah. So there'd be a scene like where you walk onto the ship, and you see the captain and like another woman who's there with her, and she says, I guess I should. The captain says, I guess I should make introductions. Elijah Dane, or what's your rank now?
First lieutenant.
Yeah. First Lieutenant Elijah Dane.
Officially, it's like the first lieutenant, and then the common name
Yeah.
is just lieutenant now.
Yeah. First Lieutenant Elijah Dane. And yeah, it introduces. It's gonna take me a while to get your name. I apologize for that, but Fuji Kinsley, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your rank? You were Master Sergeant, I think.
First sergeant, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Could we get
yes,
your
sir.
name?
Yeah. It says. She says.
Kingsley.
This is Sergeant Fuji Kinsley.
As she says that, she's like, "Please don't call me Fuji."
There's a definite smirk to Elijah's face when she says that, but like she's in a casual clothes, which is what she always wears now, apart from her uniform.
Yeah.
It's in her little fucking character sheet.
Yeah.
The link is this.
Is it the fucking really like scary?
Yes.
Yeah. So like yeah, like she Kinsley puts her hand out. Kinsley, nice to meet you, Elijah.
Elijah salutes first and then does give you a hand and says, "Yeah, good to see, good to meet the replacement."
Replacement? Who am I replacing?
Because you were notified. She looks at the captain and raises an eyebrow.
Captain nods.
The alien. The alien is going back home.
Oh, that's a. Yeah, I would have liked to meet an alien.
You probably might still do. He's going to be on ship in a bit. Well, not in a bit. He'll be on ship eventually to help me with some stuff.
All right. She nods.
At some point, you're going to need to come to me for a medical examination. I do it with every new crew member.
All right.
I should actually
That's-
mention I'm the I should mention I'm the medical and science officer of this thing.
Need some random person who likes to medically examine people. Not Officer random.
Yeah. She does say that. She says that like I'm not just randomly asking this. I am actually the med and science officer.
she laughs. I will see you as soon as possible, Elijah. Or do you prefer Lieutenant Dane?
Elijah, don't go by rank with me. Just remember it when it's appropriate.
She nods. Even yeah. Yeah. Who outranks who? Like if she outranks, she makes it
yeah.
clear that like she doesn't want like a command, and this
No.
is just the lowest rank they would
Elijah
give you.
outranks.
I outrank
She
you.
does. First lieutenant. Oh, okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, my starvation sheep is crashing.
Yeah, you get paid more than me, but I'm an officer still, so
Yeah.
I outrank you.
She's
Basically.
escaped the officer life.
I can't because I went to officer school.
You took the hard way there.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get that stuff installed, nice and easy.
Yeah, cool.
If any of you like come back to the ship, you get introduced in a very similar fashion. The captain.
Makes it abundantly clear not to call her Fuji.
The captain, like Saren would say, like at some point, like we'll make proper introductions later when the crew is back embarked. I believe they're off running errands. We should be here for another maybe week. If there's anything you still need to do on planet, well,
Who's she asking?
yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I've fucked off at this point. Actually, you probably do
Okay.
notice the small dog following me around.
Okay, yeah, she would have pit that. Actually, no, she would have asked you to pit it and then pit it.
Yeah, you would bet.
She shakes her head. No, I just got here myself a few days ago. My business is finished.
She nods. Well, I assume we should waste some time until the rest of the crew are ready.
We were always good at that.
Yeah, in between the killing.
Does anyone
Yeah.
else have anything to do, or
Yeah.
It depends how long the new character waits for her medical examination.
She would do that almost
Huh.
immediately.
All right, cool.
She's
I
been
see.
like in like strict, rigid command for the past like decade.
Yeah, you probably get in the med pit like when she's working or something. She's like, "Oh, I didn't expect that fast."
When she walks in, she just raises both eyebrows. Medical officer?
Yeah, why?
Just gestures to the room.
Yeah, there's one of the beds has been basically like requisitioned, like repurposed by me too, and it has what does it have on it? It has 2 distortion cannons, a thunder gun, and 2 she rifles on it. Another. There's a table next to it that has 10 metafocal grenades on it. There's a toolkit post-tech like on the floor next to it, and a pre-tech toolkit. And on the table by itself is what you'd probably recognize as a deflector array.
Yeah, she's just like, you're the first medical officer I've ever met that also caters to weapons.
I'm interested in the tech, not so much the weapons. Although they are useful to use. If you'd like one, you can take them.
I prefer a more direct method. Thank you, though.
So, do you have any outlasting conditions, cyberware installed, anything like that?
Yes.
What do you have?
Standard issue. Ghost Talker. I also have
She probably taps her head at her neck at that point and says, "Not so much standard issue. I don't have one." You
frowns.
remember?
Isn't that standard issue for all UNN operatives?
I can't use
How'd you get yourself out of that?
it. I have. When I was young, I torched myself. I'm a psychic, if you didn't know. I torched and it messed up my neural relays a bit. I can't have a Ghost Talker installed into me.
I've read your dossier. I just didn't realize that was a side effect of that. Besides
Apparently.
the Ghost Talker, I also have neural overload wirings and Gecko.
What does the gecko do again?
Those climb walls.
Yeah.
I know what the neural overload does.
It lets you climb walls.
It looks literally be a
Oh, bitching.
Yeah.
She probably says that about her. You say like the gecko, she says like, "Fuck, that's awesome."
And she just nods. Yeah.
Sucks being a psychic sometimes.
This is the person that can make things float and bring people back to life.
The floating is not me. That's someone else on this squad. I'm obviously biopsionics.
I figured from the weapons.
The medical officer bit.
Yeah.
I'm also schooled in precog telepathy. You should know this.
Well, it's good to know that my secrets aren't hidden from anyone. Is there any medical examination that I need to undergo?
Yeah, she'd do an examination. I guess if you're hiding anything, I'll make a roll in case you are hiding anything. But she'd give you like a full fucking like Dr. Kovac style examination.
She needs to kill you and bring you back to life.
Oh my god, I rolled double ones. I don't know fucking anything.
She's not hiding anything that you can see.
Yeah, that's fine.
But like, yeah, she gets down
she
to
does
like...
ask you a question though.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Do you know what a biopsionic does?
Heals people, brings people back to life, transforms into other people, kills people.
The killing people is a recent development for me. Well, she laughs and just says, "By psychic power, anyway."
I've read your dossier.
I
Flash it through all the people you've killed.
yeah. I want to test my new power.
She just like raises an eyebrow.
But I prefer a living subject for this because it only really works on the living. Willing would be nice, but if not, if you don't agree to it, I'll go somewhere else.
You want to kill me? Bring me back to life?
No. I hope it wouldn't kill you. If it does, then yeah, I'll bring you back to life. She says it that nonchalantly as well. Like shrugs her shoulders when she says it.
She's not phased. She shrugs. I've had it done before. I was on a squad with a biopsychonic. He accidentally went off in my face and, well, that's phrased incorrectly. He accidentally. I woke up a week later in a medical facility.
BB, when you say "went off my face," BB's voice comes over and says, "That sounds like a story you should share."
She laughs. Interesting AI you've got there.
Yeah, we taught him sarcasm. Well, he came with it. I helped.
Interesting and absolutely and unrivaled brilliant.
Hey, BB, when I get off the ship, tell her about the time I used metamorphosis on the ship.
There's actually like a
Good
chuckle.
story.
There's a chuckle.
She
He
just
says
gets
that.
a distant look in her eyes,
Certainly
and like
is a good
she's
story.
living something, reliving some bullshit that she went through with her old psychic friend. She shrugs. As long as you bring me back, I
she
consent.
laughs and says, "Hey, I can't
Now we're
promise
gonna
you
take you down
anything."
to the kitchen.
If you don't bring me back, I will come back on my own and I will rip your throat out. And then I'll do it again because you're back from that.
Not yet.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not that
just
high
have to do
level.
it once. Man, that is. She smiles like she's kidding with you.
Yeah. Oh, she's Elijah's laughing too. Like it's a genuine like laugh.
So she just she does the Jesus pose. She just stretches her arms out wide and like looks up like really theatrically.
All right, okay. Make a mental sex save at -2.
That's a fail.
It's a fail. Yeah.
Well, I didn't. You can't put a -2 in, so that's a fail.
No, it's a pass. It's a tie on you. Were 13 to
11
13.
numbers are so low.
Either way, you take half damage.
How's-
You take 9 damage.
There wasn't a There wasn't a -2 in that mental effect save, so it would have been.
No, yeah, but it'd bring it down to 11.
Oh, it would bring it down to 11. My math was way off on that one.
Or it'll bring it down to 11, or your target number to a 13. Either way, like yeah,
Yeah.
you take 9 damage.
She
And-
like what does this do?
The fluff language is some of my favorite language in the game. The language it uses is a living organism suffers a sudden breakdown of cellular integrity. Like it
Jesus
literally
Christ.
tears your cells apart.
That'd be excruciating. Like,
Yeah, it would be incredibly painful. That's why I asked.
Yeah, what would the because I'm like what do I have to roll to not like double over?
That's the mental saving throw.
No.
think-
No,
That's
just-
not
just
take half damage.
do a physical effect save to see if you like don't over by the pain.
Yeah,
Oh
Nice.
yeah, so I like just like
visibly
like-
sweating.
Tank it.
all of my
Straining.
muscles just tense. Like
Yeah.
like I guess at this like what point of the examination is this?
The end.
Like, is-
This is like before you're leaving.
Oh, okay.
They caught you
Um,
before you left.
So I guess I've put my clothes back on.
Yeah.
I'll describe what you saw after
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
But yeah,
that's
every
fine.
muscle just tenses, and she just like doesn't keel over, but like you know when you like hold your gut and you
Yeah,
like
like she'll start to sweat and stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
tense
she
and
just
start
like
to sweat,
lets out
basically.
like a she grunts like a long moan, and she's just like, oh god, I forgot what that felt like. You can do better than that, right?
She like
kill
looks at
someone
her
with that?
hand. She like Elijah looks at her hand and just goes, "That's effective." Yes, I can do much better than that.
You wouldn't mind fixing it?
she walks over to you. She says, "Turn around for a second."
She turns around.
What's your con modifier?
+1.
See, he
She
learned
gives you,
from
like-
he
she gives you,
learned
like, a
he
little
learned
massage.
he learned from Zai and got
Yeah.
himself a con mod.
I still rolled shit for HP.
What is it?
32 total.
I got you 2 less than me,
Yeah, I know. Two
and I'm
more
guessing
than
you're a warrior.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god, exactly how much you needed. My heals are so good.
Yeah, so
Heal
she
the
just
shit
like
out of my dog.
she visibly relaxes and just like, oh, much better. Better at the healing than
Like-
the killing, it seems.
That's she laughs and says, "That's not during combat. When during combat, I tend to just slap people."
She laughs. That's kind of my method as well.
She also laughs and said, "Dude," she said, not dude. Kingsley, I managed to heal knock out someone once. It was fucking awesome.
How would that? She just looks at you like, I need to see this sometime.
Yeah.
How do you like how you knock him.
Like
but then you...
she would like ask if she can demonstrate, like not actually doing the move. She would like demonstrate how she did it, and like there'd be like a scene where like you lay on the floor, and she's like holding her Velron rifle, and like she goes to like as in knock you out with it, but she says like I hit him with the hand first, and healed him because his nuts had been blown away. Then hit him with the hilt of my gun.
Did it... Like, she... Does it bring the nuts back, or did they...
No, I need to
They'd
do
just-
do something else for that, but I can do that if needed.
Yep, psychics. Oh. Can't live with him, can't live without him.
Literally, in some cases.
Apparently so. This has been interesting, Elijah. I will see you around.
Most certainly. Now I've got to work on this shit. I need to get it fixed.
Yeah, so like when
Mm.
you were doing the examination, like you would on her left shoulder there's her... Have you seen like the thing I posted?
New.
Like it doesn't
Where?
like there's a I can I drag stuff into this, or do you have to do that? Can I drag pictures in, or is that a GM thing?
It's a GM thing, but I can do it.
I'm going into the card description right now,
I've
though.
got it shaved.
Or am I?
Yeah,
What am I looking at? The tattoo. Yeah?
I assume that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
few other tattoos on her.
Yeah. There's one. I see the wasp, I guess it is.
Yeah, the wasp is like the primary one. It's like it's taking up most of her left shoulder. Like the not the like the shoulder, but like the arm.
Mm.
Yeah, and then just a bunch of cuts and shit.
Yeah, like normal scars and stuff. I guess they all look like just battle scars.
Yeah, like
None of
old,
them look like surgical cuts
no.
because they get healed normally.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. She just goes back to work on the thing for a few hours before she goes back to the penthouse. I guess you need to go pick up a new uniform at some point as well. But that's not needed for now, until Liam
Yeah.
says it is.
So is anyone else gonna do anything, or can I go?
Yeah, you go, man. Go for it.
Vincent will probably send a message to the captain, like asking her to come to his estate. Like, to meet his brother, because he wants. Like,
Yeah.
He asked her to come to his estate to meet his brother, as he has a proposition for her.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Fuck that bitch.
Alright.
Funny
Sure.
Elijah was coming too, but actually bow wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the captain would rock out.
Vincent, like, has she entered the room, or is she like at the door or whatever?
Yeah, she gets shown through into where she needs to be.
Yeah, like just a meeting, like not a meeting room, like this. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean, general drawing room, what an
Yeah.
office is like. Yeah.
Yeah, so she comes in, she's like, "What did you need, Sergeant?"
Captain, I would like to introduce you to my brother. We have a proposition to make to you.
She gestures to like go ahead.
Say again?
She like gestures for you to like go ahead.
I call Omar in.
Yeah.
What's his name, Omar? I forgot his brother's name. God, that's horrible. Anton.
Yeah, Anton. I remember that. Yeah, no. Okay.
Captain, this is my brother Anton. He is the head of our family at the moment. He is also the head of the strain of our site of our goddamn, I can't talk at the moment. He is also the head of our company, which works on both pre-tech and post-tech. We have a proposition to make to you.
Go ahead. You have my interest.
As you know, we are from the planet Sumek, and it was destroyed. But from what I can tell, it well, before it was destroyed, it was a Tech 5 planet, meaning there was some really good technology there that is very helpful to our cause. That, from what I know, there is bunkers left on the planet that did survive. Some of the survivors have been in contact. I've been in contact with them. They've been in contact with me. We think it would be best if we go to Sumac and try and take at least one of the bunkers. Taking the bunker would help Natasha a lot. The technology in that could help us in this war.
She sits for a moment. Sumac is a war zone.
Yes, I know, which is why I asked for you to help. I know you can get us in there, and then we can do the work. But the thing is, once we get there, there are people who are willing to help us. Survivors, people who want to return home to reclaim things, to mourn the lost. If we can get one ship in there with a few people, like a few of the people who want to go there, they can help us in fight if we need to.
She like stops herself. Vincent, I just want to make sure that you know this because, well, I've done it before and it's not. It will never leave you. If we get survivors from Sumac and send them in, you are sending them to their death. You know that.
I do know this. The people we will take will be volunteers only. If they go, they know they will be there. They will die. The people who want to go have nothing left. They just want to return home one last time.
I don't say this for my own personal reasons. I don't say it for them. I say it for you. Can you live with sending them to a step in front of a hail of bullets? It's not exactly the best part of command.
I've lived with much worse. He just says that thinking back to like pretty much survivors' guilt of surviving Sumac.
She nods slowly. It's well, you know the location of these bunkers.
I know of at least 3, one of which includes my family's bunker, which was probably one of the most high, which probably has the most tech that would be useful in it.
She nods. Okay. I think I could just. Well, I can get us there. I can insert Beta 6. I can get you guys on the ground. What you do from there, I will leave up to you. You have better knowledge of the area, better. You know what is going on there better than I do.
So if we go there, I'll be in charge.
You will have overview. You have tactical. You are the expert in this situation. You know this planet. You know where you are going. The plan is yours to make. When we actually hit dirt, I imagine the squad will go back to working exactly how it is. But the plan, that is on you.
I'm fine with that. I can work the plan. I know where we need to go.
She nods.
There's well, blah 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 blah. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. I believe that if we do this, it will help. It will help the war effort.
I imagine it will. This technology would be very helpful if we combine this with the knowledge that our Velron guest will hopefully provide us, I believe we may be able to turn the tide of this war. Technology is a good advantage to have.
That is my hope.
Is there anything else, Vincent?
Not that I can think of at the moment, unless my brother has anything to say.
The brother steps forward. He says, I hate to ask this of the UNN. We generally operate by ourselves, but I believe that a show of force from your people will go a very long way to convincing the people of Sumac to fight for their home. I think it'll be very worthwhile. Yeah, and she nods and says, if there is nothing else, I will see you back on the ship in a few days. And turns
Vincent
to
just nods. Very well, Captain. I will see you then.
cool. Yeah, turns to leave.
Well, that went well.
Yeah, I mean, you just offered her the like technological advantage to win a war. Not exactly gonna say no. All right. Who
Yeah,
else?
the only other place you're getting that technology is Najan, and it's neutral.
Yeah.
At least Sumek was at least once part of thingy.
In the time and
Hallelujah.
space.
That talk. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where else? What else do people do they need to do?
I would just wait until I get contacted about the parts.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Is Adrian gonna be in touch? I mean, he's recovering. I mean, it's not like he'll call me, but
Yeah. So there's something that'll play out there. Just first. Yeah. Aaron, you get a number. I'll get it to you at some point in the week. I just need to figure out what parts you need
Okay.
and price it all up. But yeah, you get a number, and I'm assuming you pay it, and then yeah, go from there.
Okay, yeah, just tell me how much I need to pay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you just get the parts like moves onto the ship, like into the hangar bay or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So. Goddamn, what
Just
was
as
it?
a fluff thing, that we don't have to play it out, but
Yeah, go for it.
Elijah would invite Kings around for a drink at the penthouse.
Yeah, she would go for that.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you'd get the same thing everyone else does, the swanky ass fucking shit like sarcastic service. The dog running around everywhere, probably you. Surprisingly well trained for a puppy because I can talk to it.
Yeah, you can like directly.
Yeah,
literally tell it not to do this thing.
Yeah.
It would be like one thing you notice.
Um,
She's like really particular about her alcohol and like prefers wine.
Yeah, so
Like
does
she's
Elijah.
really particular about like her wines.
Unless it's shots and stuff, Elijah put for first wine. But the dog probably knows how to salute by now. That's the tricky. Which
Hell
she
yeah.
wanted to teach it mostly. That it salutes.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it salutes you when like the door opens. Like I open it, stand around it. The dog sat down. It salutes you and then walks off.
That's awesome.
And then yeah, you get the same treatment as everyone else. The dog, and then the Elijah just in a silk robe.
Yeah.
Doesn't get dressed. She's just in a penthouse. Fuck it.
Alright, cool.
Had to spend all this time in like military uniform or casual clothes on the ship, so finally she gets to let loose. Actually chill out for a bit.
Alright.
You gotta remember she's from slums, basically.
Yeah, it's like our first real hit of money.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So yeah, Mary, you get so there's okay, so there's a contingent of the like the army basically, which is like the Royal Guard. They wear like highly stylized armor. Almost like
some flashy shit.
yeah, like almost like Roman-esque. Like it's got the like plumage on the helmet. all black, like yeah, like pretty heavily stylized like armor. They're meant to like if they're seen, like you're meant to know that like okay, cool, the royals are around, or like yeah, they're very obvious, and that's kind of the point. Yeah, one of them, like because you're staying at your manor, one of them like appears at the manor, shows up.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, Mary's gonna, they appear at the door and Mary opens it and she's like, "Oh, sweet, the royal,
Yeah, the royal guard.
wait, what do you hear? Do you
Uh,
want
Would
some
Zai be
coffee?"
there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you
there.
would be there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the royal guard, like the guy like salutes, says, "If you can come with me, the prince wants
Can I
to see
bring
you."
my friend or do you just want me?
He says, "Your friend can come. He may have to wait outside.
All
but
right.
he can come."
Zai, do you want to come? It's the royal, it's a royal event,
Sure,
you know.
Princess Mary?
Right. That whole thing.
Of course, my
Yeah.
liege. Take me away.
Like,
Oh, you're
This is the
such an
thing,
asshole.
'cause Zai's gonna have to start needing it now.
what's that?
So just as a thing, because I learnt this a while ago on Roll20. You know the bit in the bottom right under your chat box that says "as" and then
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah, I know.
Click it, and then
Yeah.
press on the second name. It shows the picture from the character sheet
Wait, what?
rather than like that's why I look at my name. It has my picture, even though I don't have that picture. If you upload a
Holy
picture,
shit!
yes, you press it. The second name is the name because it has your show name and then the name of your character sheets that are assigned to you. So when you press the second name, it shows the character image that's on your character sheet. So if Mary has a thing on that, then it'll have the picture of those characters.
Mwahaha!
Yeah,
I
have
can
the token there.
I can
Yeah,
roll as all of you. Ah, I can impersonate you fuckers.
Yeah. Right. So Zai and Mary gets escorted.
Yeah,
To.
Yeah, so yeah, you get basically taken to like the royal residence. There's like they basically take your weapons, and they're gonna take your weapons, if you have any on you.
Zai is a weapon.
Mary has
Shut
like
up,
2
dude.
mag pistols and yeah, and a couple of spare magazines.
Yeah,
so she just
they-
dumps
Zai
them
has,
on the tray.
They
Zai
take
has
this.
his uncle's gun with him, though it's like disguised as like another module in his armor.
Yeah, they wouldn't see that. That's fine. All right, so yeah, you unless you like willingly surrender that, they don't see that. So yeah, you guys led through the palace.
Yeah, she's gonna ask you like, "So Zai, have you been here before? Pictures on the walls."
The Royal Natashan Palace? Not
Yeah?
that I can remember. Have
Really?
you?
I thought you studied mankind.
That doesn't mean I've been in a Royal Natashan Palace before.
Oh, I suppose not. Well, you're here now.
Yes, my lady. What do I call you, Mary?
Oh God, just call me Mary. It'll be much better that way.
He does a very deep bow, as you wish, my lady.
Are you just being an asshole now? God.
He laughs. He just laughs. Sorry, Mary.
All right. Yeah. So you're led like through the palace, through the wings of the palace, into one of the multitude of like waiting rooms that are in here.
Yeah, it's like a waiting room. There's probably like cookies and
Yeah.
tea
Absolutely.
or whatever.
And then yeah, like a couple of minutes later, a very like pale-faced what's his name? Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah, a very pale-faced like Adrian walks in. and he's he's flanked by a couple of the guards. He's also got um like with him as well is like one of his older brothers, like third in line, and the queen herself. They all walk in.
Oh.
Jesus, holy shit.
Yeah, so Mary's like dipping a cookie inside a tray or something, and it's like,
I
Oh.
think Zai
Zai,
like
now be the perfect time to activate assassination mode.
No,
so
no,
like
it's not.
a
Formal
thing
time.
triggers in Zai's mind. The programming has revealed itself, and he just
Formal
detonates.
time.
Zai just
Zai pulls the weapon that's concealed on his armor, fires a
Fuck it.
singular shot,
He just shoots them.
fires a singular shot which
Into
goes
his own
through the
brain
head
'cause
of the
he's a
queen.
terrible shot.
Oh,
She
oh,
drops.
this would be some. This
Order
would be some good
66.
revenge for Zai.
Oh
Holy
my
shit, this would
God.
be great revenge for Zai.
That would literally that would throw this entire universe on its fucking head, and I would love
No, I
it
know.
so much.
And I love that I could do it right now. I'm not gonna.
Thank God she has
You're
enough
gonna
XP
want
to
to.
survive.
I love that Zai has like reasoning to do it. He's not gonna do it, but like in his mind he has reasoning to do it.
No, he doesn't.
In his mind he does.
Not when you killed enough of our people.
Uh,
To be fair.
So yeah,
he had reasoning.
the guard who's in the room with with you goes to one knee, like bows his head.
I don't think Zai bows. Just like stands there staring.
Yeah, Mary's busy. She's sitting and she's like, "Oh, Adrian. Oh, the queen. Oh shit. Right. I was supposed to do something right now, but I forgot."
Yeah, the queen waves her hand at the soldier that's like kneeling. Says, "Stand up. This is hardly the place for such formalities within my own home." Okay. Sorry, I'm just very quickly trying to find her name. So yeah, she says, she looks towards Mary. She says, how are you, my dear? It's been a while since we last talked.
Oh, I'm perfect. Perfectly smashing. It's done me good. This whole business in the Navy.
Zai's just staring dumbfounded.
She says, that's good. Well, I'm glad you found what made you happy. She says, Adrian, well, all he's been talking about since he got back was how you and your squad saved him. I'd like to thank you for that.
That whole business, that wasn't very. I told him I'd slap him if he went there, but he still went there. I think I got my message too late.
She's gonna chuckles. She says, it would seem so. But thank you, nonetheless, for returning my son. Well, I know it would not be appropriate for me to draw so much public attention to a squad that is, well, technically doesn't exist.
Well, I exist, so it's perfectly fine. The paparazzi probably already know it.
Yeah, she
You
says.
can say
Yeah,
whatever
one
the
point
fuck
Zai
you
just,
want.
like,
We'll cover it up.
Yeah, she says, but I'd like to thank you, and I'd like you to pass that thanks on to the rest of your squad.
Oh, I will.
Zai just says over private comms to Mary. Welcome.
Huh?
What? Sorry, I missed that as well. Sorry.
he just says to private comms to Mary, you're welcome.
Right.
Yeah,
This
you-
is
you're
Sai.
doing,
He's
you're doing
also
what
a member
Elijah
of the
can't
squad.
do.
She nods. I know. The monarchy, although detached from the affairs of the UNN, I still have, well, technically have overarching control. Although fleet and intelligence like to forget that.
I think he just stares at her and he's like, "How much do you know?"
Well, I know
I'm
you're not
safe to say
human.
she knows everything.
At that point, he just like his
And-
helmet just comes in and he's like, "Oh, thank God, I hated in that thing."
Yeah. You
But
see,
Adrian doesn't, so well, it's too late now.
Well, she said out loud, so oh well.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's why he did it, because like the god would have heard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody really reacts. Like, there's no real reaction to it. She says, when I was approached about your diplomatic mission, I was pleased. I do believe that relations between my people and the Velron could be better, and I'm glad that we are taking steps to rectify this.
He nods. I'm glad you think so.
She says, your people are fascinating and, well, I believe we could be very good friends.
That's what a lot of my people say about yours.
She says, maybe in the future, royal visit might be in order, but maybe after we deal with the problem at hand first. She kind of like smiles sadly.
He nods. That would be a great step to putting things back to what were before the Vex.
She nods. I agree.
All right. Kicking some canal ice would do us good. Yes.
Yeah, she actually like
How's the
laughs at that. She chuckles at that. Says, I believe that's what you will be doing. Anyway, I have taken enough of your time.
Is the queen.
How old's
Thank
the
you
queen?
again. Like 30 something. She's not old.
What? Oh, I guess then again, she will not that many kids. I guess yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She has like
Like
30
5
something.
or 6
Not
kids or
not
something.
well,
It's
not
insane.
all of her heirs are like
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant.
natural
yeah.
born
I was trying to work it
her
out.
kids.
She didn't have fucking 200 kids.
Yeah, not all of her heirs are directly
Hers
from her.
directly.
How old's Adrian?
About probably the same, either the same
About
age or
the
a
same
year
age
older
as
or
Mary.
younger of
Yeah.
Mary, who
I
was
guess
19.
she was just like really young when he was born.
It's possible.
Well, it's obviously not the case.
Or not mum.
Yeah.
Well, she was young.
You have to, yeah. You could be like 6 between the ages of 16 and 26, depending on which 30s she is.
Yeah, she should be
You said
older,
30, 30s.
or like mid to older 30s.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so she says, "I just thank you again."
Well, I should thank you too. You know, it's not easy being the royal figurehead.
She says,
Mm.
she like nods towards the like the guards. They do their job well enough.
I suppose.
Yeah,
But
not,
with all these planets defecting to, I don't know, revolting, it's been quite horrible.
not everybody is a fan of the war, but I still believe it necessary. We cannot let an evil such as the canal go unchecked.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna see when we test flight the Icarus project? Did you hear about that, by the way?
She smiles and she says, no, I will not be there personally. I unfortunately have other engagements, but I believe, and she like nods towards Adrian. I believe my son will be attending.
Future wife will be a cripple.
She says,
That
it is
vibes
entirely
up.
possible.
He's like, don't worry, I've taken full measures to assure that Mary will stick the landing. I've improved your technology maybe more than I should have. Though I'd rather my friend not lose the use of
Die.
her legs.
Or die.
Yeah, death. Okay, cool. So yeah, Adrian, like the queen, like excuses herself. The guards in the room, once again, like as she leaves, like go to one knee and bow their heads. After she's like left the room, the elder brother goes too. It's just Adrian and a couple of the guards left. And yeah, so he just like, yeah, he says, Mary, can we talk privately?
Oh, that's fine. Sai, you just enjoy the cookies. I know you can't drink them, but there's tea.
Zai just stands in this room awkwardly, like,
Yeah.
God, he doesn't
Totally
really know what to
still.
do with himself.
Like it's like so.
I think I
Adrian
love,
just
like, when
you-
they leave, he just puts his helmet back up and just kind of
Yeah.
stands there.
yeah. So you and Adrian just kind of like take a walk around the garden, and just
Oh.
talk, like catch up. There's not really anything specific unless you want to say anything.
You know,
specific. It's just-
Sai can't do anything over there. He's pretty awkward. He's like you at times.
he
Just standing there.
yeah. He says I'm sure my guard will keep him company. I smiles at that.
Oh, company he will keep him, but it's not exactly like he's gonna get in his pants or anything.
That isn't the idea.
All right,
Zai,
we're private.
Zai brings
we're
up the
private
topic
enough.
of weather.
Yeah. So they like he just like talks, like catches up, like goes through stuff by the wedding.
How
like,
did your recovery go?
he says, yeah, fine.
You're
Still
not a robot, are you?
I don't think so. The
They
doctors
didn't
don't
give you
seem
a
to think I am.
vasectomy or something silly like that.
He shakes his head. No, I don't believe so.
Alright, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so yeah, he just talks through random crap and like stuff about the wedding and all blah 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 rumors.
Adrian, we're gonna get married.
He smiles. I know. Be the first, one of the first. Well, be one of the first royal weddings in the time since my mother.
Oh, hi. When do you think we'll have it? Because I'm leaving in like maybe 7 days.
I think mother is keen for it to be after all this war. A joyous occasion at the end.
Oh, I suppose.
If you. And he kind of like pauses there. And then like quietly says,
Oh,
Survive.
Mary's just gonna chuckles and she's like, of course I'll live.
Okay.
So long as you don't get kidnapped again.
I'll try.
I'm surprised
yeah,
you only
well,
say if I'm not surprised you only
I
said if you
suspect
lived.
you tried before too. You'll have to try harder.
Well, and he like nods to like the guard that's like following him. They don't really let me out of my. They don't really let me out of their sight now. Apart from when I'm asleep. Even then, I. Well.
They're always
He like laughs.
Oh yeah, side effect of being the royal family.
it has its downsides as well as its positives.
But that's not a downside. They're practically keeping you safe from being kidnapped again.
I guess you're right.
I'll never let you live that down. You know that, right?
He laughs. Yeah. Yeah. Neither were my brothers. Or sister.
Here's a slice of bacon and some eggs, and oh, you're still here, Adrian. Good. You've not been kidnapped already. Is that the kind of stuff they do?
Something along those lines.
All right. I shan't bug you about it for long.
Okay.
So, are we gonna exchange some rings or something public before I go, or did you just want to enjoy my company?
I think, well, it'd probably be good for us to make some sort of public announcement.
Oh,
Something make it
aye.
official.
Give the people some extra hope.
You know, it's
I'm not picturing 7 days in a cave with sex in it. No, that's not gonna happen though.
That's already happened.
Uh,
Just not with him.
yeah. So yeah, basically he makes plans for like or they've made plans. It's all already organized. You just kind of need to
yeah,
show
he's
up
just
in a
telling
couple
me how it's
days.
gonna
Yeah.
be. How-
Basically a public announcement across the like TV system, whatever that would be here.
Some kind of 2-day ceremony or something.
Yeah, like a official, whatever the tradition for that is for the
Yeah,
engagement of a royal family
and
member.
dinner at the royal palace and stuff, and you need formal attire.
Does it?
So on and so forth.
Does it come on Elijah's 100-inch TV?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
it
it does.
absolutely does.
Well,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's like,
like-
more, you sound like an
It's
armchair.
probably
She's got a nice
breaking
red
news.
wine, dogs
Breaking
in a
news.
lap, a cigar in her mouth. It's like she's like as she's googling to buy something or
Yeah.
eBaying.
The royal family is
And-
getting.
Yeah, between these two, she just starts laughing. Like she's really amused by this whole situation.
Yeah. So yeah, at some point, one of the guards, like the guy who like let you in here, walks up to you and says, "I can show you out. They're probably going to be a while."
His eyes just like, with it. Yep, yep. And he just like starts walking to the door.
Yeah, he just says, "Come with me, sir." And yeah, he
I
like
think
leads
until
you.
like that point, Zai's just been like idly mentioning like
Well,
with Vex.
At
Yeah.
least you got to tour the royal palace. I mean, you could ask him to take you somewhere.
Zai's way out of his depth here.
Oh.
Oh fuck! I still have like a picture in my head of like the queen walks into the room. Zai Zai like reaches down and throws a piece of his armor. Like this weapon, like this pistol, transforms from like the section of armor, just like as he
Yeah,
fucking,
like,
blows her head off.
When the queen, was like, I think my guards did a good job at like I was just like side looking down at like this patch that's a gun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got an omnipresence gun, so of course you still have it on you. You can't be detected by
Yeah.
scanners at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, I know, but
Oh god. Okay. Cool.
I could have done it, and I was
You,
like,
you could have
Elijah's
gone
trying
to,
to get
like,
a fucking. Elijah's trying to give herself an omnipresence thunder gun.
as a
I don't
player, I
think
wanted
that'll
to do it. As a character, I know Zai wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad Zai wasn't a little bit more reckless.
Too
and
bad
hated
Zai was
humans.
that general guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm gonna-
fucking hell.
Did you get my messages, Leo?
I did.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna type what it is, but I also want mods for it.
Mm.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just keep typing and stuff. You do whatever you want to do.
All right. Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mary, you're held up at the palace for the next couple of
Mallory
days.
is gonna
doing
be
this
held up
shit.
at the palace, and we're gonna do some shit, and we're probably gonna invite the squad, and you're gonna have like, yeah, you need formal attire.
Yeah, that'd be like
You
a full
bloody
dinner.
wankers, you need formal attire, like real formal.
Vincent has a formal suit.
Yeah.
I actually
I
does as
suppose.
well.
If you're
I
in the
knew that would
military,
come
you
in
have to
use.
actually have formal wear.
Yeah, you have the
I knew like, 4
service
months
dress.
ago when I added formal wear to Zai's character sheet that would eventually come in useful.
You actually have that on your character sheet.
Where is it? Yep. Captain Footlocker, AIO field uniform, casual and formal, and New Zealand clothing.
Good work.
Fucking prepared, man.
fucking hell. All right, sure. So yeah. We-
Yeah, that was literally revenge for not inviting me to your penthouse. Well, sort of.
So yeah,
And
we
then dude, she had a very busy couple of days.
Yeah, you did.
Killed a dog, she
You
put
didn't
it back
ask.
alive.
No, she didn't ask you because you had a penthouse and a dog.
So like at any point in the next like couple days, Matt or Kinsley, did you ask like the captain about like what happened or like where
Yeah,
she
like
went?
that, like she definitely like the next day, like she said she was gonna. She like asked where you've been the past like how many years? Like 3 or like past couple years. Like like where have you been? Like what happened?
She says most of it is pretty heavily classified. Um, to the point where even the rank you were at, I doubt you would have had access.
I doubt you mean I definitely didn't have access because I did the fair share of research.
Yeah,
I found no trace of you, like none
that was the
besides records.
point. She like sighs and like rolls up like her right sleeve or whatever. And yeah, there's like medical scars like along her arms. Yeah, she looks different.
Yeah, like
says-
she's yeah.
like yeah, like I kind of like described to you before, like in the message. She looks
Yeah, like she's taller, right?
yeah,
like
she's
she's grown.
considerably taller than.
Yeah, so I think Kinsley's like, what? What are you, Laura? What did the What did the UNN do to you?
She smiles at what are you? That's probably the correct question. I'm still human, just modified. Better.
Cyberware?
Partially.
Would Kinsley have any knowledge like whatsoever, even just rumors of the clones and like that program?
Nah. Hell no.
Nothing whatsoever.
Nah.
Okay.
That's
Cool,
yeah.
nothing happened there.
I
I mean, a completely different field that she was in. She was like commanding like
Yeah.
armies and shit. So yeah.
She says, the UNN, at least the intelligence corps, they took into their hands to make, well, to get us better, to help us win, to. There are a couple of programs.
Like she kind of cuts her off, like as she like says, "Make us better." She's like, "I thought those programs ended when the Vex were defeated."
The worst of them did. The ones that
She looks really concerned, like.
Yeah.
For Laura?
Was that sorry?
Yeah, she looks really concerned for Laura. Like,
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
she's like being like scared of her, but like just concerned for her friend.
She says, before you ask, I'm fine. I'm still myself. They didn't change my mind. I'm still the person I was. If anything has changed me in that way, it's what I've done, not what was done to me. The process was rigorous. 4 years of training, of surgery, of enhancements. A lot of people didn't make it through the program. And, like, she shakes her head. Our program was revised. Well, I would have hated to have been the ones before us. I'm sorry, that's really all I can say.
Yeah, she's Jesus, Laura. That. You're sure you're okay?
Do you know what? I'm still me.
Well, that might be a bad thing, but you know, like she smiles at that, like lovingly. If you need to talk about anything, well, I've always been there. Yeah, she just nods.
Same to you. But for me, the past is in the past. Well, that's done now. She, like, laughs. Hell, I'm next in line for the throne at military intelligence.
I heard about that. She just laughs. Like, I still don't believe it. I heard about it. I still don't believe it though.
You know, it says, it'll be, I don't know. I'll do things differently, I guess. I don't agree with everything that we've done in the past few years.
She's like, you're still the same Laura that I knew back then. I think you'll make some good changes. Turn the UN around.
I'll do what I can. Anyway, enough of that. And she, like, stands up. Have you seen equipment? Armory. We have
I've
well,
had a look around.
a good supply. The UNN provides almost anything we need. We are the favored sons, as you would say.
She smiles. You know me, I like my own stuff. I retrieved the gear I used in the field days. I had them slightly modified, just up to spec. I'm prepared. I don't think this ship will carry the stuff I'm specialized in.
No, I don't think it would. She so, like, if you're like walking, like, she's kind of like walking you in the direction of, like, the armory,
Sure.
or the firing range, because we established we have one of those.
Yeah.
She, like, when you arrive, she, like, grabs, like, a rifle with some description off the wall, like, chucks it to you. Still know how to use this?
She grimaces. Yeah, I guess.
She says,
Um,
you were never the best shot.
yeah, and you were never the best at. Yeah, I wasn't.
Or, and she laughs, the best at holding your drink. Hit the target.
Okay. Do you want me to just like?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll to hit. AC 9.
Fuck. Okay. I don't have a. Just let me get this. I don't have a like a gun thing on my character sheet, so I need to add that quickly. What is it?
It'd just be like a combat rifle, probably.
So weapon AB0.
Yeah.
I don't. Damage doesn't matter. AC 9.
Yeah.
Attribute modifier 1. Other modifier 0. Does other than that, like, do I get a minus if I'm not trained in a gun?
Yep.
Or is that
-1.
automatically counted in?
I don't think it automatically counts, so you're gonna have to put that in other modes, or
Okay, so
just
just
take it off
-1.
afterwards.
I rolled it. Though as I discovered earlier, I am lagging.
That's fine. I can wait for Zidalot.
Let me. Yeah. Okay. I have to re-roll. It didn't even come up. Wait, maybe it's because I didn't. What's the damage on it? Like 1d8, 10. 1d10.
For a combat
it doesn't matter.
rifle. Yeah, just chuck something in there. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's because I didn't give it a name.
Okay, there you go.
AC 9.
Yep. Go.
Yeah, a
That
natural 20.
damage though.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, the round hits home. She says, you have been practicing. Whether you
Not much to do. You're in charge of an army and you don't get to go out into the field.
whether you intend on really using it or not, I would feel more comfortable if you took a rifle or sidearm into the field.
Yeah, I was planning on it. I'll probably take a laser rifle there. I tend to be better with them.
She knows they're easier to fire.
I am kind of at a loss when it comes to long distance.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, as we see the Saren and Kingsley like on the firing range, like taking shots down. That's probably where we're gonna end it tonight.
Sounds fun.
And we'll
Awesome.
get back to this next
Sound
time.
good.
All right. Cool.
Wait. How much would my things cost that I wanted?
Oh yeah, I need to. Let me. I'll work that out now, or else it will never happen.
Okay.
So I don't get my
It normally costs 1,000
For
for
the
the first thing.
okay. So for the first thing, it'll be 3.
Okay. Including all the little things I
Yeah,
wanted, yeah.
including all the other extra kit. Jesus
Which
Christ, that's the second
Which includes
one.
the formal wears, like stuff as well.
Yeah, that fucking second one. Alright, God. I don't know. Fuck. 10?
Okay. I'll put this in notes.
What did you do?
Alright. I can't wait for that to actually come up in game because it'll be fucking hilarious. Alright.
I like I'm still
I
in
think
charge
I
of
want
my
to say it because it's
characters.
gonna be a week before we fucking see it.
Don't even want to know what it is.
I put 2 points that I had into vehicle land.
What?
Oh, God.
That's 0
Your own
because I bought a
shit.
motorcycle that has guns on it.
You're such a rebel.
It's a Harley Davidson. I also bought like a motorcycle hat and goggles for the dog so it protects his eyes, of course.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ, how much money do you have left?
Too
14k.
much.
That's how much Zai has.
Shit.
The funny thing is, if I
Also,
really want to, I can get all this stuff as well.
yeah, wait till I get paid. And
I
then
need to get a loan from either you or Vincent, so I need to wait.
the dog has also got a suit for the formal wear attire. He's got a little top half of a tuxedo that I'm going to put on him for the formal event because he's
You
coming
better
with
have
me.
a top hat and a monocle.
No, it's
Oh,
just
God.
like a top half of a tuxedo that fits him,
No.
and he's gonna wave and salute and stuff. And
Oh,
on the
God.
motorcycle, like, I think is the Greek letter for beta and the number 6. And I also bought a Lamborghini.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you
Meanwhile,
storing all
just
the
be
stuff on the
building my
ship?
dropship next to them in the
Yes.
hangar.
All this
That's-
stuff is getting put on the ship when we leave.
Well, we have the room for it.
Yeah,
you do.
exactly.
Yeah, good thing it's empty.
Not for long. I'm gonna be building
Just
shit in
just
there.
wait. The ship will explode, and you will have Elijah being like, "No, my
I
motorcycle."
assume there's more
No,
than
my
one
Lambo.
thing we just use for
Okay,
making a
so
base.
I don't think if the ship explodes, it's not going to be no my Lambo or no my motorcycle. It's going to be no the two dogs who are on the ship at like all points in time now.
Nerd, my AI!
Leave my dog out of this.
Like if the ship ever gets blown up, the captain's probably dead. The two dogs are dead as fuck. All
BB's
of the
dead.
equipment is gone. BB's gone.
No, BB might survive in
Yeah.
Mary's suit.
Well, yeah, there'd
Maybe
be
we'll
there'd
do.
BB like the fractions or like parts of him would be.
BB's personality was fine,
Around?
but not his mind.
But yeah, his actual
You'll have
like
to go contact
core
Zai to fix him.
would be destroyed.
Oh.
Holy
So
shit.
I hope our ship blew up.
Next episode's hour now as well. Oh yes.
That was I actually enjoyed that.
It's gonna be great.
segment.
It's gonna be great when Elijah turns up to the fucking jetpack testing on a Harley Davidson with a dog in a backpack with hat and goggles on, in motorcycle leathers.